Hey, hello everybody, JayborinoPlays here. Welcome back. It's Dwarf Campaign. Still on Chapter 3. This hopefully will be the last part, though I can't be sure. These are pretty long missions. Mission 2 took us 4 parts, but we destroyed the All-Seeing Eye, so it won't be pestering us anymore, thankfully, and I found the Howling Flail up here, so I think we would have had to come up here no matter what at some point. Let's move on in with everybody and get this Howling Flail here. Let's double trouble right at the beginning. Okay, and then Howl of Conviction. These guys are going down pretty easily, no problem. Okay, very quick. And then here's the Howling Flail, which I think is fitting that we give to Thorpe. By Yi Nagu, the Howling Flail of Izignol. I have long wished to touch that sacred relic. Could I please hold it for a short while? That is an unusual request, but since you have been of such help to me lately, I will let you hold it for a while. Just this once. Wait, don't. To complete a quest requirement. We saw a vision that showed Bark turning into a butthole and attacking Thorpe. Let's see how this is. All stats by 5, attack damage by 15, and attack speed by 30%. So I think what we're going to want to do is give the gloves to someone else. Actually, okay, so let's quick save, because I expect this to go horribly wrong. Oof, at long last I have the Howling Flail of Izignol in my paws. What is this? An immense power is surging from the Howling Flail. It's beginning to vibrate. It cannot be. The sacred flail howled in Bark's paws. I thought that the howl of the Howling Flail was only a metaphor. For so many generations, the flail had not howled. It was never a metaphor. Do you see it now, Blackpaw? I am a true heir of Izignol, one of the few who have survived all these years. A true heir of Izignol? How can it be? It was thought that Izignol's bloodline had died out several decades ago. It's been a secret that some of the royal family members escaped when the old kingdom of Gnolls collapsed and lived in hiding as ordinary Gnolls. My parents were their descendants. The talisman I carry is the proof of that heritage. The time has now come to reunite the scattered Gnoll tribes and lead them to their former glory. The question is, Blackpaw gonna be pissed? Now, just wait a minute. My family also has a claim to the Gnoll throne, and that's my flail. I only said that you could borrow it for a short while. Of course he's pissed. Silence, usurper. Do you deny my God-given right to the throne and this flail? Stop. You have all heard the flail howl. The scriptures make it clear that the one in whose paws the flail howls is the rightful king of Gnolls. Do you question the scriptures, Thorpe Blackpaw? All howl to the rightful king. Very well. As I was saying, I acknowledge you as my king. My tribe will aid you in your quest to rebuild the Gnoll kingdom. Hey, Coco, you want to howl to Bark Sharpnose? I didn't think so. Interesting. Okay. Why don't we give the cleaver then to Thorpe? Okay, interesting. Maybe since he read the Cult of Gnoll. Oh, okay, so we were actually at the end of it. I was reading through it last time. Okay, so can we even get out of here? Next is the... Oh, okay, Crown of Might. That's next.
Well, I'll take care of it.
As you can see between videos, I stocked my army back up, basically, back to full strength. So we're not going to reread through the Cult of Gnolls, but I think it's fitting that he's holding it. That's fine. Phileas Strazo, why don't you just go up and zap one of these guys? That's not going to be for enough, but, you know, it's fine.
I can help.
Dragon Slave. I just wish the abilities were QWER. That's like the only thing I wish. That's why I'm just going to click them. I have no shame in clicking them at this point because I just don't know. I just don't know. I think we give the Crown of Might to Thorpe because he's constantly standing in the front and getting smoked. Fanaticism Aura is certainly good. Actually, no, I like both. Let's do conversion aura, that's fine. Okay. So we put the Crown of Might on Thorpe. Hopefully that was not a mistake. I don't think so. I think he's good. Philiastraza needs some items. Okay, so now the only way out of here is through the door, which we can't get through, or we have to go back through the portal. So what I'm going to do is I'll make a shortcut here while I funnel all my units back through here, and then run them back here, because this is the only other location we can go. And the only other thing we can do is we have to figure out how to open this door just to complete the quest. Just so that I can say I figured out how to do it. So, again, I'll make a shortcut here, and then once we get consolidated, I'll be back. Okay, that didn't take as long as I thought it was, but it certainly was probably... It would have been boring for people to have to watch, so that's why I cut it out. Let's move up into this location and see what there is. We're moving deeper into the temple. This must be the inner sanctum of the temple. Those grotesque statues can depict nothing other than the abominable old gods, which were vanquished by the Titans before the shaping of the world. There are runes on the ground. There are giant black faceless ones guarding the area. Those giant faceless ones are great corruptors. If there's any truth to what Erigdon and Theoden told me about the ones they faced in the city of the Seven Mithril Golems, we should really be careful about approaching them. I think we're strong enough now. So the ones on the sides are statues. They're not real. I don't think. Oof. There are also runes in front of the altars that are similar to the runes that we saw at the Emerald Gates. I wonder if there is a connection. I bet there is.
Sounds interesting.
Can we engage one at a time? Because that would be awesome. Double trouble it. Let's move everyone else in. All of these are like our supporting units that buff us. Can we entangling roots? We can. I would have expected us not. I mean, it only lasts for a little bit of time, but still. Wow, we smoked them. A Tome of Power? Gives the hero an experience level. I think we give that to Thorpe. Actually, no, I think we give that to Philiastraza. Because she has better abilities. I'd say we grab Dragon Slave, or maybe even Aura of Protection. Oh, yeah, no, it gives it resistant skin and 1,000 HP. That's really good. Altar of the Old Gods. See, I wonder if... I assume these are the names of the Old Gods, and I wonder if you record the names of them, you translate them, and then you speak them in the language and it'll open the gates. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So maybe what we can do... See, I don't want to force you to watch me do this. I'll translate one of them, go up and try it. If it doesn't work, I'll come back, write down all the other ones, and then we'll figure it out. So this is circle, triangles, and then bottom left triangle. That's the only way I can remember it. So let me get my pen and paper out. Okay, so circle and upper triangles, which is Ra. And then, what was the other one? It was, I think it's Nightmares. I think it's Dulu. I think that was it. Let me just double check. That looks right. So it's Lord Nightmares. Yes. Are they all like Lord something? I assume they all start with Lord, but actually they don't. Okay. Well, okay, so what I'm going to do, let's grab... Let's just run our way up here because we're so close. And then if this doesn't work, like I said, I'll make a shortcut while I write down all the other ones and see if they will work. Now, I assume we don't have to use an exclamation point this time. Also, I still got that the laser zappy thing. I wonder if that would work. Maybe that would have broken her out of the stasis field as well, rather than if we didn't have Purge available. Okay, let's make sure we're close enough this time, and let's do Ra, Dulu. Okay. Maybe you just had to say any of their names. Perfect. We did it. You just had to say maybe you could have done it with any of them. Obviously, I'm going to pick the one with the shortest name. And we discovered the secret of the runes, so we're done with all of the side quests. So all we have to do now is progress into the Well of Corruption and make our way in. This one seems the most threatening. It also has HP. Do they all have HP? Yeah, see, this one has HP, which is concerning to me. I wonder if we came up and said its name, something would happen. Because it's marked as like a unit. That's very intriguing. I think I'm just not going to mess with it if I don't have to. Granted, I've been doing everything on these maps. Why don't we progress into the well and see... Let's just see how far we can get. Okay, so this is group 5, and this is group 6. This is like my little Knoll support group. We've got some assassins, some wardens for the bloodlust, and then an overseer.
What's the plan?
Meanwhile, we got like our front line beefiness here. See, is this... I think this looks like the well. I think this is it. By the beards of the ancestors, this must be the legendary Well of Corruption. Looks like Erigdon didn't lie when he told me about the vast powers of the old gods. The sheer amount of raw elemental energy in the air is incredible. Be sure to keep inside the range of my aura of protection, or otherwise the energy of the well will surely consume you. There appears to be a ramp on the other side of the well. It seems to be a perfect place to fill up the rod of absorption. We are just way too eager to do this, let me tell you. Hang on, let's back up. Deals continuous heavy damage to all units near it. So this is interesting. Basically, it would force you to either come down here and meet Baradin so that you could pick up the Scroll of Protection from Chaos, or come down and grab Philiastraza, but they're so close together, I would have expected one or the other to be mildly close. I kind of want to do this translation here, only because it's so weird. It's in a very weird spot, and I just want to try it. Bear with me, because this has been a shorter episode so far, and it's looking like it's going to be pretty short if this is the end, and indeed, there's nowhere else to go unless there's a teleportation that takes me somewhere. So at least, let's translate this one. So, here we go. So we've got the circle one. I think that one is Lord. So there's 2 bottom triangles. I think that's name, so it's Noom. Noom Ra. Let me just make sure that's the right one. Yeah, so that's name. Name Lord. And then vertical lines, and then I don't know, we'll figure it out, whatever that one is. Vertical lines is 1,000. Nig. And then what was the symbol? I think it's nightmares. I think it's Dulu. So this is name Lord 1,000 nightmares. So let's just try this. Numra Nig Dulu.
You require my assistance?
Nope. Okay, I think that's just the name of this guy. He's the Lord of 1,000 nightmares. Intriguing concept, having to type stuff in. Anyway, let's quick save. It was so funny. I called this earlier. I'm like, I'm not going to do this stupid pen and paper shit. And then I even knew. I'm like, cue to 40 minutes later, Jayborino's going to have a pen and paper out writing this shit down. Okay, this is going to be tough, I suspect. So let's move our heavy-hitting groups up here and take these one at a time if we can. Let's get our summons out, which I'm just going to click because I don't remember what half of my abilities do. Get him, Assault Golem. Move these guys in. Null Overseer, he's killing it. Don't mind control me. It's like they're coming one by one. They're not spawning, are they? There's just tentacles. Those tentacles do a lot of damage, though. We're losing Knolls. Let's see. Let's start moving down. What do we got here? Starsteel Hammer. Wait.
I'll take care of it.
I take it back.
Sounds good.
Where's Bark? Bark, pick that up. Well of Corruption's dealing a boatload of damage. We gotta stay close to, what's her name? Well, now I'm losing a bunch of stuff. Because I didn't stay close to what's her name. And if she dies, we're in trouble. And she dies. Okay, well, let's resummon them. That does definitely do a lot of damage. Let's get out of here. And then we'll resummon. Whoops. Let me make a cut while I get these heroes back out. I completely forgot while I was thinking about translating that guy's name. I completely forgot about this. Okay, back to it. It seems like these These tentacles are just very challenging to destroy. There's a Crown of Kings right there. I think we throw that on Philiostraza because she needs some extra HP. Let's just try to keep our units together. That's going to be the key. We have to make sure we all stay near Philiostraza. These do a boatload of damage. That's why I have summons in here that are trying to deal with it. Hang on, back up. Stay near Philiostraza. We have to go down and around. Let's just clear out one side here, basically. Okay, very slowly but surely. Let's resummon heroes. Double trouble. Again, Philiostraza, just make sure you stay near the front. I'm trying to get rid of these tentacles, and we just have to get to here with Talusek, if I understand correctly. So let's keep going. These tentacles are quite challenging to deal with. Maybe we put her in dragon form for funsies and summon her little dragon spawn. This may be the last one. Okay. I think they unholy frenzy themselves, which is pretty rough. Okay, he's going down. We're hemorrhaging HP, but that's okay. I saw something drop there, but it doesn't matter. We're right at the end. Let's just make sure we all stay close. Talusek. Just get up to the front, buddy. Actually, you know what? I think we got to kill this last one. We're going to have to do it. Come on. Talusek is stuck. Please. I'm like right there. Okay, she gets a point. I guess maybe we have to clear out the whole thing. I don't know. Okay, well, we got tons and tons of points. We're all gathered around Philiostraza.
Well,
Talusek. Well, let's move up with Philiostraza.
Sounds good.
get on with it.
There we go. Oh, I see. Wait until it's fully... Oh, he's getting hit. I hate everything. Wait, is it still going? It's still going. It shouldn't, but it's still going. Maybe it's just because we have our other heroes here. I don't know. Okay, well, let's get him back.
What would you ask of me?
Okay, rally down here. Let's back out.
Sounds interesting.
Prayer Beads of Corruption. I think we want to throw on somebody. Philiostraza.
I'll take care of it. I'll check it out.
So the tentacles respawn, sort of.
Take care of it. Sounds good.
It seems like when you're charging the thing, then they come back. Otherwise, they don't. That doesn't make any sense. What I'm saying is, as he's charging the rod, the tentacles come back. So let's get rid of what we can.
I'll take care of it.
We need her to stay up front. Give me a Dragon Slave. Yeah, see, the tentacles keep respawning. I think we just want to kill all of the... let's just back out.
I'll take care of it.
Let's just back out. That's fine. It doesn't matter. We should consider building some more stuff. I could go and grab a few of those...
Let me face the peril.
Man, it's tempting. I don't know what I want to get. I think we're going to need another Overseer. Ours has probably died. Okay, so it's just constantly like throwing stuff away. We're going to have to come in here, stick to the bottom, walk down and around, and then get Talusek back to the front there. So for now, let's just wait until we get some more units out. We're pretty much back to being maxed out. I'm going to wait for this Assault Golem. I think my first Assault Golem is still alive, actually. He is. Because they're very, very good, as we've learned. I still have a worker who's like right... Oh, I must have sent him back. Whatever. Oh, no, he's right here. Haha! Repair?
Right. Yes, me lord.
Actually, repair the one that can't repair itself. How about that?
Righto.
Okay, we're back to just sitting and waiting for my units to come back. No problem. I think they'll automatically take the shortcuts too, which is neat. Let's just wait for these units to make their way up. We got our Overseer. Yeah, the fact that these tentacles respawn is pretty rough. We've killed all of the star spawns, though, which is important. There's a black Ironstone. I think we want to get close and throw that on Talusek right away. Because if we get that on him, that gives him extra health and mana. And the black Talusek is probably the best one, I can only imagine. So, as long as we stay close to Philiostraza. Here comes this dude. I still don't know what the vials do. Again, people will probably love comments, but I'm recording a lot of this in advance. because I wanted to, because I've really enjoyed this map, so I didn't want to wait, to be honest. I have no excuse. I just did not want to wait because it's so good. There's a worker in here. We don't need to bring him. He will just die.
Yes, me lord. Righto.
It said that we could get treasures from this this Portal of the Voids. I don't think we've gotten any treasures. We don't have to wait for this Null Poacher there, as long as our Assault Golems are here. Okay, let's stick to the bottom.
I'll check it out. I'll take care of it. I'll check it out.
Stay
Sounds
near
interesting.
Philiostraza, please.
I'll take care of it.
It's hard to tell how close she realistically needs to be. She needs to be close enough to apply the aura.
I'll take care of it. Sounds good.
Okay, we're coming over this way. We're avoiding the tentacles. And then Guardian Galamanchu just make a run for it. These units in the front are too far away from Philiostraza. Okay, let's move on up. Talusek, grab this and then stand on the ramp. Okay, no problem. There he is. Okay. It's happening. 10 of 20. Okay, I think we have enough of an army here to have no problem. Let's go ahead and transform. Talusek, summon. Bark, summon. I'm curious to know what if anything different would have happened with that main quest with Bark and Blackpaw. Finally, the Rod of Absorption is fully charged with the elemental power of the old gods. Now, let us waste no time and get it back to Khaz Modan before it's too late. Great. Then we can finally get out of this freaky temple. You said it, Bark. Boss fight. Oh, no, I think maybe that's just it. That end section is pretty tough. I think actually grabbing those scrolls would have been more helpful. We wouldn't have had to worry about staying close to her. She's just a nice passive addition, but... what is that? Oh, geez. Did they destroy our gatekeepers? Oh my god, it's a giant space amoeba. Oh, jeez. So we meet again, Grand Inquisitor of Naga. I was hoping that the dragon aspects had dealt with you appropriately. The Grand Inquisitor of Naga is the mightiest and strongest of all starspawns. He single-handedly destroyed a battalion of my dragons in the War of the Old Gods' fall. I fear that there is nothing we can do with an army as small as we have here. He will slaughter us in a matter of seconds. I have a fully charged Rod of Absorption. It seems that we have no choice but to unleash some of the old god energies now, or we won't ever make it to Khaz Modan to use them. No, that won't work. The Grand Inquisitor and his great corruptors are manifestations of the energies of the Well of Corruption itself. Releasing the powers from the rod would only make them more powerful than before. Erigden, it's great to see you. Cover me. I will teleport you away from here. Watch out, Erigden. Oh dear, the rod was too full to absorb all the energy. Ugh. No, Talusek. Damn, this doesn't look good at all. Cover me now, I'm getting us out of here. At least they got the body. They didn't just leave Talusek behind. I was actually thinking that would happen. Well, well, that was a surprising development, wasn't it? Yes, I wouldn't have expected them to escape the Grand Inquisitor. I should have bought demons! What was I thinking? I should have bought demons when I had open supply. Well, it makes no difference. What matters is that our heroes managed to carry out their little ritual at the Well of Corruption. Now that the power to release the old gods has been brought to Azeroth, it's not really important who wields it. It will serve our purposes in the end. Ha! Those fools do not understand that they carry with them the seeds of their world's destruction. Now, let's see what will happen next. That's great. Let's go ahead and watch the credits. We could talk about this campaign. It's a long one. That's the end, by the way. It's not really the end. It's just as far as the map development got. And I believe that the creators came back together, I think last year. Keep in mind, this was made in 2004, which was the year that the Frozen Throne was released. So it's been 13 years, almost 14 years now, and they're coming back together, and they're talking about working on Map 4, and they're improving the maps that exist, like voice acting them and stuff. It's like a team that's professionally put together, and they pay people to put hours into this, I think. I think those are the details. Again, it's been so old, and I only have minor details based on what one of the creators has been writing on Hive Workshop lately. So it's intriguing. Again, very, very high production value. You can tell that a lot of time went into these maps and how they function. And they're a lot more like point-and-click adventures than anything. They're like point-and-click adventures with some intense combat included, but there's not much combat. But the combat that's there is pretty tough. And I'm really curious now. I keep thinking about this, is what would have happened, because it seemed like Thorpe and Bark would have attacked each other, but they didn't. So I'm curious to know if there was another thing that would have happened had we not done some sort of prerequisite, but I don't know what that prerequisite would be. I can only imagine it had to do with maybe reading the Nold book? Maybe? I have no idea. I just read it. And I didn't get the Terratonomicon. I think having that devolution would have been nice, but not super necessary, obviously. I think that end section would have went a lot better had we gotten some demons. I just completely forgot about it. But realistically, I think we did everything that the map had to offer. I'm glad that I unlocked the teleportation. I was kind of concerned that I was just going to open up the stalagmite and it would release a powerful enemy that we had to kill and it might drop some loot. But instead, it let us warp around the map a lot easier. So in all those times when I had to cut the video and move my units around, it was actually pretty easy. It really wasn't that bad because with waygates in Warcraft 3, the pathing works. It treats it as if it's a straight pathway, which is really, really nice. So if you auto-attack your way to one point across the map, your unit will follow the quickest way there, even if it includes teleportation. So that actually was a really, really, really nice addition. I think Map 3 was my favorite. I think Map 2 is a close second. Map 1, you could definitely feel they were sort of getting their footing. It didn't have the same flair, but it was good, and it felt like a really good intro to these maps. So, I think Map 2 is interesting again because there were 2 or 3 instances where it kind of felt like you could... It felt like there were 2 or 3 instances where you could just miss something because you did something in the wrong order, specifically not being able to use all 4 heroes. And obviously you needed some way to dispel the golems at the end. Maybe not. I don't know. That's the other thing, is there's plenty of freedom. This definitely felt like a better version of the Founding of Durotar, which some people might think is blasphemy because those are official campaigns, but this definitely had a Founding of Durotar feel to it, mixed with more of a point-and-click adventure with some choices that you could make based on how you complete the optional quests. And in this last mission, you didn't have to do all the optional quests. Or maybe you did because you needed to get the Howling Flail to complete the main quest. I think. I wonder if we would have went to the Pool of Corruption first. I'm not sure. We would have needed some way to protect us against the corruption. So basically, there's many different ways you could do things, and I'm sure you could skip some of the optional quests, but I chose to try to do as much as possible. And that's why I find these types of maps fun, is just trying to find all the secrets, because you know there are secrets, and when you find something, it's really exciting. And that's why I quite enjoy this. Though I am looking forward to getting back to some good old RTS macro and Warcraft 3 or maybe some sort of RPG type map that's a little more combat oriented. I'm not sure what I'm going to play next, but I hope you're looking forward to it. A lot of people have suggested Nature's Call, Road to Destiny. There's Warden, The Chosen Ones, Wanderers of Sorceria. There's a lot of really good stuff out there, so I'll probably just roll some dice, flip a coin. I don't know. We'll figure it out, and I hope you'll be surprised and excited with the next series. I hope you enjoyed this one. Make sure to try it yourself. Go to the Hive Workshop, leave some comments. Let the map maker know that people are still in love with this campaign, and let them know that we're looking forward to Chapter 4. All right. Thanks, everyone, for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.